So, one of my favorite weapons in the game right now are definitely the dual Toxocyst. These are a pair of handguns with an infested design, and while they have an admittedly stupid looking excited form— no, seriously, what the fuck is this supposed to be? These things are pretty damn fun to play with because it rewards you with more than just pretty damage numbers. See, with most weapons, you just point them in the general direction of a target, you fire at them, and then they drop dead, and then you move on to the next one until the inevitable bombard rocket smashes you in the face. But the dual Toxocysts are different. Just to explain to those who haven't really used or heard of this weapon, by default, the Toxocysts have a slow fire rate, extremely high recoil, slow reload speed, and a small clip size. And that's it. I just like using bad weapons because I'm a masochist. Joking aside, whenever you land a headshot, the weapon changes into its excited form, and it gains a number of different buffs. It gets a practically non-existent recoil, infinite ammo, including an infinite clip, a boosted damage in the form of a toxin buff, and a drastically increased fire rate. And this unique buffing property makes it an extremely satisfying weapon to use, because whenever you land that headshot, the triggering of the buff hits your brain with dopamine or something, because you're being rewarded with more than just a large damage number, which is something you could get by not playing well with just about any other weapon or tool. Like, take Exalted Blade for example, where you just have to channel your inner pyro in W mouse 1 to do well. Now, the weapon does still have its problems. I still don't understand why you can't refresh the buff if you land a headshot, while the Nell, or the Neil, or the on the other hand, can, just as an example. But my biggest issue is one that a lot of folk don't seem to be talking about very much because it gets put in the background simply because the non-refreshing buff issue is more important. And while I do agree, this other issue is also kind of a giant pain in my fucking balls. So, you might recall that two of the buffs that you get are to recoil and fire rate. Recoil becomes a thing of the past, and the fire rate gets boosted out the ass. So, I'm showing you how these two buffs look right now. And I'm doing this so you have an idea of what these two buffs look like and what they do. Now, let me show you a problem. Did you catch that? Here, let me show you again. If not, I can't really blame you. It's a pretty subtle issue. So, let me just explain what I'm talking about. Nothing is happening! As in, there is no automatic fire! Yeah, I'm holding down the mouse button and nothing is happening. Some fucking genius decided, hey, let's keep this semi-automatic. Okay, guys, if you have a weapon with practically no recoil and a very high fire rate, what would you rather have? 1, a fully automatic weapon, or 2, a semi-automatic weapon? See, I'm willing to bet that a lot of you picked the former. And to be honest, that's what you should have picked if you have a functioning brain cell. No offense if you didn't, but I'm guessing that DE doesn't really agree with that notion because we certainly didn't get that here. I don't know who decided it would be a good idea to make players have to press the fire button for each individual shot, while they also have to deal with the fact that their buff is time limited and cannot be refreshed. But whoever it was a dick move, because not only is it uncomfortable, but because you have to focus more on firing as fast as you possibly can, it means that your aim suffers as a result. You can't really dedicate all of your focus into both of those things, so one is going to suffer in some way. But okay, I can talk about how hemorrhoid-inducing this is until the heat death of the universe, but I think it would be better if I just showed you what an average day of playing with the Toxocyst is like.
Signatures, and they're all under the control of the tower. Eliminate the threat. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.